Welcome back, adult campers. I'm Fred.
And I'm Mary. We explore, experience, and educate.
Because it's never too late to believe in yourself.
Ain't that the truth?
This is our parking spot at Jefferson Davis home in Presidential Library. So cool. You can actually sit here and look over La Golf. They also have a place for you to boondock like we are, or you can hook up to water and electricity. They have about 4 sites, I believe, maybe 5. They don't have sewer. If you choose to purchase electricity, there's your box, and you'll also have water. If you park in this one site, they have plenty of firewood and a little fire pit that you can burn. If you purchase the site for the night, $20 for water and electricity, then you can get into the museum for free. Your admission here, adults $12.50. They have $10 discount for military and seniors, and children ages 6 to 18, $7.50, and under 6 is free. One of the best things I like about Harvest Toast is that you get to check it out that evening before it opens, or in the morning, either one, but you get a little extra time to look around the buildings and check out the grounds, which is a really great perk of staying at a museum as a Harvest Toast guest. Cute little bridge. I won't walk down there. It does say to keep out, so we'll honor that. I do like to check out the creeks though, or along the bridge. Here's a look at the backside of the library. They'll talk about having to hook up a wagon. This would be kind of cool, hooking up to a couple of horses, oxen or something, pulling it down the road and going to town. Let's do some grocery shopping. Looks like if you have mobility issues, you can inquire in the gift shop and rent yourself a little go-kart. That's where he's out for the night, huh? So peaceful. Just beautiful back here behind the library. It's actually where you can get on the golf cart paths and check out the property. How beautiful. These are a Japanese camellia. So there's the buds. And when they bloom, absolutely gorgeous. So they have a rain garden here. We'll talk about the storm water runoff that has increased flooding and carries pollutants from the streets. Rank, name, and what regiment they belong to. If you rent a golf cart, you can get down here, or just take a little walk up a stroll down the golf cart lane. So Polly the mule was a faithful mule for over 25 years, veteran to Beauvoir. Polly served not only as a working mule, but also as a mascot for this Confederate soldiers' home. You hear the water falling over that little piece of dam area. Fred and I are going to watch the sun come down. Sunsets are one of our favorite things. Here I am the next day, still walking the grounds. No, I did go to sleep. But I thought I might get a few minutes in before the crowd arrives, or before at least some of the people arrive, and show you around the outside. I think this is so cool. This tree is just awesome. This is a southern live oak, and it is called a live oak because it's one of the only oaks that have evergreen foliage on them, and they are native to coastal areas. There are many reasons to like Harvest Toast. One of the best ones, we just go eat breakfast, and then we get up and we get to visit these great places. The Mississippi flag and United States flag flying in all its glory. But it looks like it's about time for a little ceremony and a new flag to go up. Sharing all his knowledge and wealth with us. If you have a middle school a child ready to learn about Jefferson Davis, this place is phenomenal. Biloxi, Mississippi. There's tons of information inside. There's an outside tour. The grounds are phenomenal. So much to do and learn here. Great harvest host stay, especially if you have teenagers or middle schoolers, for a great homeschooling experience. So this is the back side of the home. Outside the library is the home. And they have nice bathrooms in here. Pretty cool. Not much to look at, but I mean, like, look at all this storage underneath this house. Does this old house not look so grand? Such a southern plantation. It's just beautiful. And right across from the water. And this is just the backside of the main house. Check out how regal this house is. Let's see what it feels like to walk up these majestic stairs. I feel like Scarlett O'Hara in my ball gown. Getting ready to enter for a big gala. The shutters are huge. Can you imagine sitting in these old rockers and staring at that view? Of course, back then, I'm sure that highway wasn't so busy. Maybe a horse and buggy or two. Right onto the beach and onto the water. And check out that huge entranceway.
And there's 9 rooms to see. So there's 5 here, reception hall, these 2 bedrooms, these 2 were parlors. Now the front parlor would have been more like their music entertaining parlor. And in there, if you guys want to go look around, the portrait above the fireplace is an original painting of Jefferson Davis. It was done when he was 79, gifted to him for his 81st birthday. And the harp in there is one of 3 left in the world, but it's the only one on public display. The other 2 are in private collections. The neck of it's plaster, but it's all covered in 24-karat gold hammer leaf.
They sure had all the comforts. One of the rooms in the house still being restored or worked on. So I definitely like the plantation much more than I do the library. Love the rich history.
I like to point out the picture of Beauvoir 1883. Mostly because there's no beach in it. This is the longest man-made beach in the world, 26 miles. But they didn't start building it until the 1920s. So much after the Davis family was here. When they were here, the water line was right at the end of the Green Gate.
Traveler, President Jefferson Davis' dog and faithful companion. And on the left is a normal size house. Man, these tiny houses beside the plantation house has bigger bedrooms than I have. Still huge. Maybe like mother-in-law suites. On your right is one that matches the left. The little schoolhouse or library inside the museum. So 1940 to 1943, this family piano was owned by Governor Paul B. Johnson, Sr. Wow, it's beautiful.
Jason pulled by 6 black horses,
This was funeral
carrying the
procession.
remains of Davis in a copper-lined casket. Carving of Jefferson Davis, 1908.
The ship's bell from the Star of the West. This is pretty cool. An old hospital room display. There's a marker for Traveler, his dog that's in this painting, where he was buried in front of the Jefferson Davis home. I think what's scary is I remember using these in high school.
right, it's time for the Jefferson Davis Presidential Library Cellular Service Report. Well, I know you're not going to believe these numbers, but that's right. T-Mobile coming in at 392 megabits down. Yes, it was an incredible speed. It did go as low as 30, so hey. But you know what? It beat Verizon at 1.89. Most would. Oh, AT&T didn't come to the party. So pretty much, if you're going to go here, bring your T-Mobile hotspot. All right, you guys play nice out there. We'll catch you next time.